Let's get into the dailies that we have for you.
Right.
And today on the front page of the Daily Graphic, we have economy stable, recovery kicks in. Finance Minister designate is assuring citizenry. Okay, we have Baumia to inject 2,000 megawatts solar power. Okay, 3.94 billion Ghana cedis approved for Get Fund projects. Stored works to be reactivated. That's what we have on the front page of the Daily Graphic. On the back page is a quick one here. It says GTA, Ghana Tourism Authority, targets 1.5 million domestic visits to sites.
All right, and on the front page of the Ghanaian Times, we have here at Made in 2024 monthly press briefing on economy. Government set to negotiate new deal, targets country's commercial creditors, and that's by the finance minister. Will secure private partnership to complete Saglame housing project. That's by the work and housing minister. MIIF lever for localization of value in mining sector, and Get Fund to pay 2.6 billion Ghana cedis to contractors to complete stalled projects. And that's what we have on the front page of the Ghanaian Times.
All right, the Herald says this morning, Otumfuo's Napo kicks himself out of Baumia's running mate race. Interesting headline there. Cocoa crisis deepens with Ghana set to lose access to bank loans. Opuni never asked Craig scientists to shorten testing of fertilizers. Dr. F.M. Amoa disowned in court. And Kelly Gachipo cites personal reasons and resigns as ECG board chair.
Right. So on the front page of the Daily Guide, we have here IMF review to inject $360 million. Get Fund secures 3.9 billion Ghana cedis for contractors. Baumia hits road with bold promises. And funny face caged over accident. FIDA pushes for female NPP running mate.
All right, now MPP gurus, this is the Republic Press. It says here, MPP gurus storm Kwewu as Baumia leads the charge at Easter. Funny Face remanded. Easter bliss at Rock City, Samini Amachidede in action. Yep, Napo was right. Energy Ministry justifies bring your doomsday timetable comment. Okay. In Ashanti region, alleged robbery suspect, not a soldier, is coming from the Ghana Armed Forces. And we have in Eastern region, abandoned bridge at Achim Dome fixed after residents threatened to boycott 2024 elections.
All right, on the front page of the Chronicle, Get Fund to clear 3.9 million Ghana cedis contract arrears. The big one here, your presence here gives us hope. Mapa chiefs tell Works and Housing Minister. DMB, and I guess that's Dr. Muhammad Baumia, must nominate a woman as running mate. I think these are interesting times. I really think it's actually also important to nominate a woman as running mate. No, seriously. You know why? Because I feel like that actually balances the whole essence of democracy and inclusivity.
If it happens, it will be the first time in the MPP.
Well, yeah.
If it happens, then we've never had a
That's why we need it, because we're sort of bored. Let things, stir up a bit.
Okay.
All right.
I hear you.
I'll make Eastern Region a research and innovation hub, and that's by Alan Tramantin. And the scripture reading for today is from Isaiah 40:31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagle. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint.
All right. Now the Informer, it says, unfortunate prophet, in quote, Ahoy, predicts Muhammad's death, but apologizes for loose talk. MP takes on ECG over current erratic power supply. We have MPP running mate slot. Women's group warns against divisive haughty Natoshi. You see? Have you seen what's happening? Women's group.
Yeah.
They say they don't want Natoshi. You know, Natoshi is, I think, the only one so far as a female who's been suggested to run with Baumia.
Right.
But it's not the men. Anyway, let me keep my mouth straight ahead of me.
Yeah, there are actually women that like patriarchy too, so it's possible.
Well, I'll be more responsible to Ghanaians, Baumia declares. IMT takes over Adamus Ghana Limited as legal wrangling drags on.
All right, on the front page of the new publisher, who will be Ghana's first female VIP? And there we have a picture of the 3 women that, everybody's,
So there's
pointing out, right?
3 of them.
It's 3 now.
Okay, so who are
so
they?
Prof. Nana Opoku Agyemang, academic.
Okay.
Freema Osei Opare, academic. And Irene Toshi Ado, a lawyer. Yeah. And reports of mature penis disappearing in Kaswa. And
reports of what?
matured penises disappearing in Kaswa and Accra.
Oh,
I think growing up, I used to hear this.
No,
And it's like it's coming back to play again.
Yeah, there's been stories of this kind of thing happening. There was a time when at Seco, it's like you better even not go to town, because when you get there, by all means, there will be some issues.
Yeah.
And randomly people got beaten up and stuff like that, because it's like, oh, you must be there. You touched me.
Yeah.
I can't find there's something.
But always, it's always somebody say they can't find the something. But has anyone ever
proven that?
Yes.
It's
Has anyone
missing?
checked to see if it has become flat?
Well, you know what? We'll leave it for the doctors. The Ghanaian publisher. Feeder pushes Baumia to pick female. And again, it has Irene Natoshi Adolate and Akusia Freema Osei Opare photographed together with Baumia here. Understanding the principles and conditions of fasting in Ramadan is a feature in the paper. We have housing flood victims. Government begins construction of housing units. This is a very interesting one here. And I just quick comment on this. You know, the flood happened about 6 months ago.
Yes.
And yesterday, the soil was cut. So by now, the mosquitoes have finished chewing the people.
Yes.
It's now that we are going
I
to
know
go
where
6
you're
months
heading
after
to.
that. No, it's okay. I'm not going anywhere. Ghana producing technically inclined students, says Ekufuado, and I'll leave it there.
All right. So on the front page of the Inquisitor, calls for load shedding timetable. NAPO was only being factual, and you can check out that story on pages 4 and 5. Investment holders to protest over locked up funds from today. VRA deflates IPGG lies, and Sami Jemfi shreds ministers over Ashanti Region Legacy Project. GAFE. Yeah.
All right, so Supreme newspaper, that's my final paper. It says here, MPP running mate, Natoshi tops all as calls within MPP for female VIP high. Opoku Empe was only factual with Ghanaians. This is regarding the Doomsday timetable. No malice intended. This is coming from the Energy Ministry. Help MPP in Ashanti region with your running mate choice. Kuka to Baumia. And something to do with Ramadan. It says here, Mohammed and Fatima Toloba Center for Guidance supports Nima residents. We have Adamus frustrates new IMC to begin work, and Sifiyoso Youth to witness free community gala this Easter. So that's what we have for the daily.
All right, so let's check out what we have on citynewsroom.com. You can join us as we go through the headlines. Minority kicks against private partnership in Saglame housing project. And top trending stories, locked up investment holders forum to protest today. Striking teacher unions to finalize conditions of service talks with government today. And U.S. Senate bans children under 14 from social media. Way to go. I think that's a very good one.
Interesting.
Very, very good one. And I think we also need
Where
to
will
add
we
that
do the
here.
banning?
No. It's serious. No, seriously, we need to.
No, I mean, I'm
We
all
need
for
to.
it, but I'm just saying when, because Ghana is like everything is free for all.
Oh.
Children are watching
Yeah. Yeah.
porn TV
True.
in the night.
Exactly. And
Their
children
parents are there. Sometimes parents have gone to sleep, but they are watching.
and
porn
kids
TV.
are on Facebook being lured by
Yeah.
predators.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think it's important.
Anyway,
And lastly, we have African Games. We'll release more rut in coming days, and that's by the minority.
All right. Fantastic. Well, it's time for sports, right? So let's go for sports review next.
All right, welcome back. So let's get into sports review. Black Stars. The Black Stars drew 2-2 with the Cranes of Uganda yesterday in their second friendly of the March international window. Ghana led twice in the encounter through Jerome Opoku and Jordan Ayew, but Stephen Mukwala and Mohamed Shaban responded for the Ugandans. The match was used by Ghana coach Otto Addo to see the state of the team before the 2026 World Cup qualifiers resumed this year.
All right, and in the Euro 2024 playoffs, Poland edged Wales 5-4 on penalties last night to clinch the ticket for this year's Euros in Germany. Now, the two teams were involved in a Group A playoff final in Cardiff, but after 120 minutes, there were no goals, and so the shootout was needed to find a winner. Ultimately, Fulham winger Dan James missed his kick to send Poland through the Euros that were held in Germany. That will be held in Germany in June. Now, joining Poland was Ukraine, who beat Iceland 2-1 in their playoff final. Now, Chelsea forward Mikhailo Mudryk scored the winner in the 84th minute for Ukraine to send them to the Euros in the face of the ongoing war in the country with Russia. Georgia was the third team to qualify for the Euros, for the last Euros after they beat Greece on penalties. Now, following their qualification, Poland will be in Group D of the Euros with the Netherlands and France, and Ukraine will be in Group E with Belgium and Georgia. And Georgia is in Group F with Portugal. So that's it for the sports review this morning.